Hello again. What's going on? It's Daniel here from Signature Performance Tire and Wheel. Excited to bring you, yes, another HD. If you didn't know we don't do HDs by now, go check the channel out. You know we've done a lot of them. This is Andrew's truck from Sylmar. Sylmar's about an hour and a half, 2 hours from us. Maybe 2.5, depending on traffic here in Southern California. You never really know what you're gonna get. But he reached out to us from YouTube. So he watched one of the other previous videos, went to McGaughys page, got some education there, saw some trucks on the McGaughys page that we've done, and realized we've done a lot of them. So it was pretty easy for him to make the choice to bring his truck down here, and hopefully maybe you looking at this truck will want to bring your truck here as well. This is a 2025 GMC Denali 2500 HD. Obviously black in color, diesel, crew cab, short bed, like a lot of them on the market. What's a little bit different about this particular build is offset of the wheel. So I'll take a minute and talk about that here. But to get the 37-inch tire in here, we started with the suspension. We got a 4-inch McGaughys kit here. This is, I'll say, our go-to. Fits well, rides extremely well, looks good, reasonable in price. American made, I mean, checks every box, right? So we're a fan. McGaughys knows we're fans because we sell a lot of their stuff. But this is the 4-inch kit. If you want to take a look here in the fender, this is their 4-inch kit. Up top, you're going to see their aftermarket control arm. Has a really nice stainless steel plates that come bolted onto the arm. They are removable if you ever wanted to powder coat those a custom color. So if you're thinking about doing anything like that, McGaughys is a nice option for you. They are optional to the kit, so the arms are separate. The basic leveling kits that we do, we also do the arms as well. So it doesn't hurt to ever have it on the 4-inch kit as well. They look great. The shock there is the McGaughys M84. Now we're getting a lot of questions on these shocks. You can see the monotube body there. A lot of guys are calling saying, I want Fox, I want King. I just want to take a minute and acknowledge the amount of work that McGaughys has put into this M84 shock. It rides fantastic. We've done these kits with Foxes, we've done them with Kings, and look, I love both those brands and we're happy to sell those to you. McGaughys spent a lot of time working on this shock, so it does come included with the kit. You cannot get it without these shocks. So if you want to plan to do another shock option, just know you're going to end up with these shocks anyways. It's a great place to start. I am excited to share with you there is a reservoir model coming. We are taking orders for those now. They'll be shipping sooner than you think. So if you want a reservoir, we will have a reservoir option for you. So this particular kit, again, 4 inches in height. You can see the cross member down low. We did take the extra time, like we do on a lot of these, is to paint the CV axles, paint the differential, parts of the lower control arm. There's a lot of components on the GM front end that are left raw and exposed that will rust. So if you're spending the time to lift your truck, we like to go the extra mile and take every detail for you and paint that stuff. So we did that on this truck. And then the wheel and tire setup, 37 1250 18 Nitto Ridge Grappler. We're big time Ridge Grappler fans. A majority of the sizes are made here in the US. And then the wheel is what I kind of want to talk about. So it's an 18-inch diameter, 9-inch wide, plus 12 offset. So what does that mean for backspace? It's going to put it at 5.5. So a lot of the videos you've seen, and if you haven't, you can go check our other videos. There's a 5 3/4-inch backspace and there's a 5-inch. In English, the higher the offset, the further under the truck. The lower the offset, meaning the closer to 0 before you get to negative, the further out. So this being a 5.5-inch backspace versus a 5 3/4, it's sticking out a 1/4 inch. So it's really a happy medium in between that 0 and that plus 20 offset, or in inches is 5-inch backspace to 5 3/4. So anywhere in that range is a nice fit. There is not a lot of options in a plus 12. but I like the choice that Hostel did. There's also a method now in their forged wheel that comes in a plus 12, the MR204. Just sold some of those yesterday. Keep an eye out for that build. That's going to be an exciting one. But just want to take a minute and talk about the offset so you can see the stance there. A lot of guys, they want wide and aggressive, and we can check all those boxes, but this just for education purposes, you can see the difference. As far as clearance goes, we did the Mudflap delete kit, which goes here, totally replaces this. And then we have a Fender tieback kit here, which is nice and clean. You can tell it looks completely stock. The Mudflap delete kits we have, they're available in either a 2-piece or a 6-piece. The reason is the 2-piece, you can do just the front. 6-piece, which we did on this truck, and the majority of ones we did the back. So I'll take a minute and show you those. But on the front bumper, just to show you what kind of trimming we did, is right here on the inside edge of the bumper and on the bottom side there. Nice and clean, looks really stock. Again, the more aggressive you get on the offset, meaning the more negative the wheel, the more further out the wheel comes. Just understand that the height of the truck matters along with your clearance. So if your truck sits at 4 inches of lift and you had a 5 3/4 inch backspace versus a 5-inch, you're going to have much better opportunity for clearance with a 5 3/4 than you would with a 5-inch. Why? Because as it sticks out, you lose some of that turning radius. Some of the misconception, I hear it all the time on the phone, well, can I just get spacers? It makes your situation worse. Spacers will not fix your problem. So just understand that. Not necessarily that you're going to lose performance in any way by a wider stance. Some guys want that look. With that, you might lose some turning radius because you might end up with some rubbing. Things like that. So just keep that at top of mind as you're going through making your wheel selection and your tire selection. Same thing for the tire. We run a lot of 1250s on these trucks. You can run 1350s. 1350s look great. But again, if you're going with a 0 offset and a 1350, you're doing everything you can to make your life difficult as far as fitment goes. I'll just take a quick minute here and head out back. The rear, this particular kit only has the block kit installed. It's 1 3/4 inches of lift, comes with U-bolts, coated from McGaughys, ready to go, and then the M84 shock in the back. They do also include shims, which I love that they include them. They go in between the leaf pack that really allow you to perfect exactly what look and height you want. This one's sitting a little nose high. We're in California. It's a pretty popular look. Maybe you go to Texas, Idaho, and maybe you want the rear a little bit higher. So just something to think about. Just know that this kit's going to come with all that customization and adjustability as you assemble it. I always start with the block kit, get the truck sitting right, and then make any rear adjustments. I personally like the way this truck sits right here. And then last piece is the Mudflap delete kit. So again, this is the 6-piece, so it's going to come with the rear. The factory hangs down like this, and to me it looks terrible. It would hang down like that. So this cleans that up. So again, 4-inch McGaughys, 37s, 18s, 5 1/2 inch backspace. Look at that. So used to saying 5 3/4. So anyways, again, we're here in Southern California, 10 minutes from the beach, 25 minutes from Disneyland. If you got to convince the family, come bring your truck here and then head out, take the family to Disneyland for a few days. If you need to ship your truck in, we got guys doing that. We got people driving hours to have this done. Or if you want us to ship you the parts, we can also do that. So you can go to signatureptw.com. We have all the McGaughys products there, wheels, tires, all the fitments. If you want to put it on your vehicle, you can do that. Or you can give me a call directly or anybody on the team at 888-680-0060.